What if I told you that a team of just 20 people can make you more in passive income and residual income than a team of 2,000 people in a traditional network marketing company? Now, I know that sounds crazy, but by the end of this video, I'm gonna prove that to you. Not only that, you're gonna find out why so many top network marketing professionals are quietly exiting the industry into this new industry. Now, before we go any further, let me make something very, very clear. This is not a MLM sucks video. Actually, it's quite the opposite. I love network marketing. It completely changed my life. As a matter of fact, it's coming from someone who experienced the industry at the highest levels. I retired my mother by the age of 29 thanks to network marketing. I made my first million by the age of 30. I built organizations of well over 100,000 people on multiple occasions. I've been the top income earner of multiple companies. I've even been the master distributor of multiple companies in the last 25 years. Lastly, I owned my own network marketing company as well that did pretty damn good, actually. I'm simply telling you something that I experienced firsthand. Now, here's a mistake that I think most people are making. They think network marketing stopped working. I don't. I think the world changed. And it's a very different conversation because successful entrepreneurs understand something that most people never do. The vehicle matters. As a matter of fact, sometimes it matters more than the driver. Imagine two entrepreneurs, both of them brilliant, both of them disciplined, both of them incredible recruiters. One of them goes out and builds Blockbuster, while the other one goes out and builds Netflix. Who wins? It's not about the work ethic, it's about the vehicle. What about taxis? They didn't suddenly just become lazy. Uber changed the vehicle. Travel agencies, newspapers, shopping malls. Bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, that industries evolve. And the people who recognize the next vehicle usually win the biggest. And I believe that's exactly what's happening right now. Okay, so what changed? Well, let's look back 20 years ago. If someone wanted to make an extra $1,000 a month, what choices did they really have? They could work overtime. They could get a second job. They could start a traditional business, or they could build a network marketing business. Network marketing was one of the only businesses that offered leveraged income to ordinary people. Now let's fast forward to 2026. Now somebody can do a couple more things. They could drive for Uber. They could deliver DoorDash. They could sell on Amazon, open an Etsy store, become a TikTok creator. They could launch an AI agency, sell digital products, become an influencer, become a coach online. They could do affiliate marketing. They could freelance from anywhere. Network marketing isn't even competing against jobs anymore. It's competing against the entire internet. And that's a completely different battleground. And then something else changed. Attention. See, 20 years ago, people were not scrolling 6 hours per day. They weren't bombarded with thousands of creators, thousands of ads, thousands of opportunities every single day. Attention has become the most valuable currency in the world. Today, if you want to recruit someone, you're not competing against just another network marketing company. You're competing against everything on their phone. Now let's look at what's been happening. Companies are shutting down, it seems like every 6 months. Companies are merging, companies are abandoning the traditional network marketing model. They're going to affiliate marketing. And by the way, this is an opinion. This is happening. Look at all of these companies. Beachbody, Road & Fields, Modere, Eric's, Zervita, it works. Here's a bottom line. These are not companies that were brand new companies. These were 10-plus-year-old companies. And that's just to name a few. Again, I'm not saying network marketing is dead. Far from it. There are still great companies, amazing leaders, and great products in the industry. You know, over the past year, I've had more conversations with top network marketing leaders than I've probably had over the previous 10 years combined. Not because they're looking for another opportunity, but because they're asking questions. Questions like, JC, what's happening? Why is recruiting so much harder? Why are so many companies changing and merging? Why are leaders leaving? Then came the question that really made me think. JC, after so many years, after so many recruits, after all the meetings, after all the conventions, what do I actually own? That question changes everything. After building thousands of distributors, what do you actually own? Do you own the customers? No. Do you own the company? No. Do you own your book of business? 99% of the time you don't. For the first time, many leaders are asking, what if there is indeed another vehicle? Not because they stop believing in people, but because they know that times are changing. Because they want to build something that they actually own. And that's why a lot of them, like me, discovered the financial services industry. And honestly, I was skeptical. I thought, there's no way that another industry gives everything that we loved about network marketing. But I was wrong. Thankfully, I was wrong. Because what I found shocked me. I found 10 times bigger commissions, greater residual income that is way stickier, that has significantly more retention, real ownership. Here's a big one for me, professional credibility. A product that every family genuinely needs. And something that completely blew my mind was what I'm gonna show you. How a team of 20 people, when I looked at the numbers, a team of 20 people can produce more in override and passive income than a traditional network marketing organization of 2,000 people. Not someday, not hypothetically, with real numbers. And by the way, I'm gonna show you conservative examples too. So here's what I'm gonna cover next. You're gonna see once again why so many people are having real impact from what we offer, how we make a real difference, which creates a much more stable residual income than your traditional auto ship. We're gonna cover the commission comparisons, dollar for dollar, how we earn commissions that are 10 times bigger, residuals and overrides that are 10 times bigger than we are used to in network marketing. We're gonna cover team overrides. Once again, with just a team of 5 to 20 people, you can generate $20,000 per month in override income, 5 to 20 people. We're gonna cover the personal income potential, how you could build a 6 or even a 7-figure income off your own pen, off your own efforts, without ever building a team if you don't wanna build a team. We're also gonna cover residual income, how it is 10 times greater and significantly higher client retention. We're gonna also cover the product impact, how financial services create a deeper, more meaningful impact for clients and families. And lastly, we're gonna cover team retention. Your team's retention is 10 times higher than it is in traditional network marketing. We're gonna cover sales and recruiting, how you could sell through leads and you could recruit through ads, something we can never do in network marketing. And the last one is attracting top talent. This is why this industry naturally attracts high-level entrepreneurs. Our chicken list that we always had in network marketing, that is a number one list of people that are attracted not only to this business to make money, but to be our customers. And finally, I'm gonna show you why I believe this has become the greatest business vehicle that I've ever seen over the last 25 years of being an entrepreneur. Now, before we start talking about the commissions and the team overrides, let me spend a minute explaining what we actually do. When most people hear the words financial services, they immediately think stocks, investments, or Wall Street. That's not actually what we do. Our mission is simple. We help individuals and families protect everything that they've worked their entire lives to build. We help families protect their income, protect their home, and protect their retirement. We show them how to protect their children, how to protect their legacy. Some of the solutions that we provide include life insurance, living benefits, retirement planning, annuities, mortgage protection, final expense coverage, and living trust as well. Let's look at a traditional life insurance. What most people think is, oh, life insurance. If I pass away, my family gets some money. Sure, that's a part of it, but that's not it. You see, modern day life insurance gives you access to the money while you are still alive. I just helped a 36-year-old dad. He's got a wife, 3 beautiful children under the age of 8. He got $1 million coverage with living benefits for 30 years. Now, keep in mind, this isn't death insurance. This is true life insurance, modern day life insurance. If he gets cancer, a heart attack, a stroke, or let's say he can't work because of something like that, he can use the money while he's alive. Not just when he dies. See, that's living benefits. Most people don't have this in place because most people were not educated. Now, of course, if he passes away, his family does get $1 million tax-free. The house stays, the kids stay in private school, and they're okay. Now, let's say he's 55 years old and he, gets a stroke. He can access up to 2% of his policy every single month. 2% of $1 million policy is $20,000 per month tax-free while he recovers. So the question is this, that one product that I just mentioned, would that help out his family? Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we make a true impact with what we offer and what we educate our customers with. Now let's talk about the money. For protecting that family, what would you make? Your commission as a new agent with our company would be $1,100 in commission on average, paid to you 2 to 3 days later, direct deposit. In other words, once again, these are not products that people just buy because they're trendy. These are products and services that families need. Products that can literally change a family's future when life doesn't go according to plan. Now, by the way, you made $1,000, $1,100, $1,200 on that sale. Your uplines overrides anywhere between $600 and $800 on that one client. What I just shared with you is a term policy with living benefits. The second policy that I love is our mortgage protection with return of premium. So my question to you is this: do you know any homeowners? Okay. Let's say, for example, you're a homeowner and you have a house, you got 28 years to go. And if you pass away, your home gets paid 100% tax-free. Your family keeps a home, no foreclosure, no stress, period. But let's say you outlive the policy. You got a 20 or 30-year policy and you outlive it, which you likely will. Then they send you back every dollar you paid. See, that's coverage if you die and cash back if you don't. By the way, your commission as a brand new agent for protecting a family like that, your average commission would be between $1,000 and $2,500 for protecting that family, for giving them a no-brainer of a policy. Okay, so this is the third policy that I'll mention. This will be the last one that I mentioned. But do you know any families with kids? How about our $1 million baby policies? You start the baby off at 1 year old, 5 years old, 10 years old, depends, right? The sooner the better, okay? $50 a month, that's it. Now, because of compound interest, by the age of 35, this baby can have $80,000 in cash. Remember, you're only contributing $50 a month, which, by the way, you've got access to that money in case of an emergency if you need it anyways. So think of it like a super savings account. So by the age of 35, contributing $50 per month. By the way, in case you're wondering, by the age of 35, that's about $18,000 you've contributed. But you've got over $80,000 in cash. By the age of 40, you've got $130,000 on average. And by the age of 65, you have over $1 million tax-free. That's called the $1 Million Baby Program. But not only that, you also have a death benefit. The baby has over $1 million for their family in a death benefit. So here's a cheat code. By age 18, he could borrow the money to go to college. No FAFSA penalty. By age 25, if they want to use the money to put a down payment on a house, you don't need the bank. If they get sick, the living benefits kick in. You see, maybe you're like me. Maybe you had to build from nothing. But the question is this: will your kids have to? My kids don't have to. I set them up on these $1 million baby policies. The bottom line is this: we teach people that generational wealth starts at the age of 4, not at the age of 40. Now, in addition to those, we also teach families how to be their own bank using infinite banking strategies. We show them how to grow their money tax-free, how to finance their own cars, real estate, or other major purchases. The same way, as a matter of fact, that the wealthy have done for generations. Seniors, we show seniors how to structure the right annuities so their income lasts as long as they do. Because one of the biggest fears that seniors and baby boomers have is outliving their retirement. We help them with that. All of this is done through properly designed policies. Now, you can learn more about these services in depth through our business overview. But for now, I simply want you to understand the services that are offered through this opportunity. We help people solve real financial issues. At the same time, while we're building around products that provide genuine long-term value. Now that you have a general understanding of what we do, let's get into the numbers. Now, I'm sure you remember at the beginning of this video, I've actually mentioned it a few times, that I'm gonna show you how a team of 20 people can earn you more money in passive and residual income than a traditional team of 2,000 people in network marketing. Well, it's time to break that down. Let me show you the numbers. Okay, so in this example, you can see it is a premium of approximately $150 per month. That's what this policy costs. Now, the brand new agent helps his family protect themselves with this policy. His commission is right around $1,260 in commissions paid to him roughly a couple of days later. Now, as they advance through the compensation plan, that commission can increase as high as $2,160 on that exact same sale. Now, we're talking about 30 to 60 minutes of your time. You earned over $1,200 in commissions in that example. Once again, as you rank advance, those commissions go up over $2,000. Now, chances are if you're watching these videos because you are a network marketer like me, this is the part that really transformed the way that I saw things. Sure, the commissions are great, okay, but I'm in it for the leverage. I'm in it for the residual income. You see, anybody that has built a decent sized team in network marketing can attest to this. You get paid about 3 to 5% of your entire team's monthly production as a residual or passive income. Now, I'm not talking about bonuses, rank advancement bonuses. I'm talking about your passive, consistent residual income is about 3 to 5% of your team's monthly volume. That means that in order to make, say, $21,000 per month, you need a team somewhere between 2,200 and 2,800 active reps paying $150 per month. By the way, that's perfectly structured. If you're not perfectly structured, that number could be 2 or 3 times higher, okay? Now, for that reason, in network marketing, we're often taught that we need hundreds, if not thousands of distributors to create a significant residual income. Now, let's look at a very realistic example. A team of 20 versus a team of 2,000. Imagine you build a team of just 20 part-time agents. Now, why do I say part-time? Simple. Because in this example, each one of those 20 is simply helping one family every other week. In other words, 2 families per month. That's very part-time numbers. That's it. One client every other week, no superstars, no full-time producers. Just ordinary people helping a small number of families each month. Now, let's run the numbers again. First of all, because this is where you'll see that the team of 20 is going to indeed generate you more in override income than a traditional organization of 2,000 distributors in network marketing. And by the way, I understand that right around this time, you're probably thinking, seriously? Come on, man. Well, I'm not kidding. Let me show you the numbers. So let's look at the proof of these numbers indeed. Here's a breakdown on this slide. So in this example, you've got a team of 20. As you can see in this example, you recruited 4, who also recruited 4, for a total of 20. Everyone is helping 2 families per month, one every other week, okay? $150 per month policy each. So nobody is knocking it out the park. So here's how it works. Your 4 people that you introduce write one policy. That is a total of $3,600 in AP, in annual premium, multiplied by 4, that's $14,400 in annual premium. You earn a 30% commission on that premium, which is $4,320. Let's say the other 16, your second generation in this example, also writes one policy every other week. $3,600 in premium times 16 people equals $57,000 in annual premium. 30% of that is $17,280. Now, let's say you wrote a couple policies yourself, you made $11,500. We're not gonna look at that number right now, so disregard that number. But here's what you made, the $4,300 plus a $17,000, you're at $21,000 in override income with a team of 20. Now, of course, if we include the 11,500 from you, you're at 33,000 total. You're nearly $400,000 in total commissions. But let's take away your sales. Your override sales, ladies and gentlemen, you're at just shy of $250,000 in income with a team of 20 people that are blessing 2 families per month. Now let's look at the personal income side of the business, okay? Remember I mentioned that on your own pen, you can earn over 100,000, $250,000 on your own efforts without relying on a team. Let me give you an example of what that looks like. As a financial associate, somebody that is brand new with our company, they earn a 70% commission. So let's say you help one person that wants to protect their family, and we're gonna make this policy simple, $100 per month, that's $1,200 per year in annual premium. You earn 70% of that. That would mean that you earned an $840 commission on that particular sale. Now, as you rank advance, as you can see, you could go up to $1,020, $1,200, all the way to $1,440 on that one sale protecting that family. Now, what if you help one person per week? That's 4 people per week. You're at $3,300 per week as a brand new associate. By the way, if you're helping that many families, you're not gonna stay at that position. You're gonna rank advance 2 or 3 positions by that point. Now, what if you know some families that you can help? In this example, ladies and gentlemen, here's what's happening. Let's say this family is husband and wife and a kid or 2, right? Paying $300 a month, putting $300 a month away. That's $3,600 in annual premium. As a brand new financial associate, you earn $2,500 in commissions by helping that one family. And as you can see, you earn as high as $4,300 in commissions as a senior executive director, which happens to be my position. Now, what if you get good and you start helping 1 family per week, 4 families per month? Look at these numbers here. As a brand new agent, you earn $10,080 in commissions by helping 1 family per week. That's $120,000 per year. But as you can see, if you're doing that kind of volume, you're not staying at financial associate. You're gonna be a minimum a senior manager or an executive director. That's $14,000 to $16,000 in commissions for the month off your own efforts. No team in this example. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the example that I give people on how you could earn a serious income off your own efforts without needing a team. You can't do that in network marketing. Okay, now let's talk about the power of the true residual income that comes with this business. Keep in mind, life insurance is something that people keep significantly longer than a traditional auto ship. So when it comes to whole life, final expense, annuities, you get paid until the day they pass away. Bottom line is that passing away never goes out of style. The residual income that we get paid here is significantly longer. For example, me, I've had my policy for 11 or 12 years. My agent, who's a friend of mine, who sold me the policy, he's been getting paid a residual income on me, on 2 of my policies and 1 of my wife's policies, for guess what, over 11 years. That is a much more solid residual income than your traditional auto ship from a network marketing company. Okay, now let's switch gears to team retention. Why is the retention significantly higher? Well, once again, for some of the reasons that we talked about earlier. This is a true profession, not simply a part-time gig. People take pride of ownership in this business like a career path, similar to like a real estate agent or a loan officer takes pride in what they do. They don't look at it like a simple part-time little gig, part-time little network marketing business, with all due respect to the industry. Once again, it's a real career path. The income potential is real and fast. As a matter of fact, significantly faster than real estate, significantly faster and bigger than network marketing. The other reason is that there's no team building required to make a living. Let's face it, most people that join network marketing could never build a team. Therefore, they're only gonna last so long. They're gonna get frustrated, they're gonna have enough, and then they're gonna leave. You don't need to build a team here to make a full-time income. The next one is that there is an abundance of leads in this industry. So if the person can't sell, they can't build a team, they could buy leads. They could call leads. They could take inbound calls. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, there is an abundance of leads in this industry. The turnover is significantly lower than in that industry, and the success rate is higher. Now let's go to sales and recruiting. These are two major ones. These are some of the biggest. You can sell through leads and recruit through ads. Once again, there's an abundance of leads that you can sell through. There are people making $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 per month selling through leads. Now, of course, that is a top 1% of people. But my point is that the potential is tremendous. There is no path to making a full-time income in traditional network marketing. It just doesn't exist. So here, you could do it through selling through leads. Also recruiting. Do you have a hard time with recruiting? Guess what? You can post ads, get people on your webinar, invite people to your local office, present to them. You could sell through leads and recruit through ads. That is significant. The next one is attracting top talent. Once again, why are top professionals choosing this industry? It's a true business. It's real impact. When I talk to doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, high net worth individuals, all of those people need and look for our services. Those people are educated on these services. At the very least, they know that they need them. Okay? Not only are they our customers, but guess what? These people are used to making big money. So guess what? When they see the money that's available in this industry, they are significantly more open. So the chicken list in network marketing is our ideal prospect for as a customer. And guess what? As a team builder as well. We naturally attract that higher level professional that network marketing simply cannot attract. Now let's go into the power of our services. We talked about this earlier, but here it is at a glance. We've got the $1 Million Baby program. Whether somebody makes a lot of money or a little bit of money, you pique their interest with the $1 Million program, and it is very inexpensive, especially because children, insurance for children is significantly smaller. It is much better than the traditional ways of saving up for college or whatever the case may be. The living benefits component. Old life insurance did not have living benefits. Modern day life insurance has living benefits. That means that you are protected even, guess what, while you are alive. Here's a quote of one of our clients. She said, "When my husband was diagnosed with a terminal illness, we didn't have to drain our savings or go into debt. His living benefits paid the mortgage, covered the treatment, and allowed me to stay at home with my kids. This isn't just life insurance, it's life-changing." Ladies and gentlemen, this is real. This is not a hard sell. The next one is return of premium, life insurance, and mortgage protection. We talked about this earlier. Protect your family and get your premiums back. If the main breadwinner passes away, you've got access to your home to be paid off tax-free. If you don't pass away, guess what? Every single penny that you contributed to that coverage gets returned to you. By the way, that also exists with our traditional term. You can have term with return of premium. We've got living wills and trusts. What happens if the mother and father get in an accident and they both pass away? What's going to happen to their children? What's going to happen to the home? Who's going to get it? In case you didn't know, Prince did not have a living will and trust. When he passed away, his estate went into probate for 6 years. The same thing happened to Elvis. The next service that we offer is getting out of debt. We offer services that help people cut their debt, their credit card debt, in half or into a third. Then we show them with all the money they save, how they could build wealth, how they could be their own bank, how they could have coverage with living benefits, maybe turn that into a return of premium. We have those services as well. We teach people how to be their own bank, infinite banking. We offer annuities. Bottom line is that the services that we offer are professional services. Ladies and gentlemen, network marketers eventually graduate to this industry. When they find out what's really available here, there's no way they could ever go back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you got through all of this video and I commend you for that. If you got this far in the video, chances are you are a network marketer. Chances are you are interested in what we have to offer. My recommendation at this point would be for you to go and contact the person that sent you this video. Get your questions answered. Another logical step is for you to take a look at the details, a business overview, if you will, of our company, That video is going to be in the description of this video. Let us break down the details. Now that you understand where the network marketing company is, how financial services compares to network marketing, where they both stack up, and where network marketing, what is missing, right? And why so many leaders are leaving. This is a very good time for you to take a deep look into our particular company so we can show you exactly how not only we help and bless our customers, but how we help entrepreneurs on a daily basis. With that being said, my name is JC Rangel, and I'll see you at the top or from the top. Take care.